Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Osimania 7K World Cup 2026. I am Sergio85, and alongside with me in the commentary booth is Epic Man 2. And tonight,
Yee slurp oh my god, Yee slurp spicy noodles.
Ruka creates all in the editor.
BK Wood rescues a cat.
EX Neko is the said cat.
Cheers Hita parties around.
I have abandoned his O2 Jam match.
Deli K is going to FC the whole pool.
Lulu M starts a Major Saiban.
Oasis has no inside joke apparently.
And the Killamang boys a Rubik's Cube. Welcome to Bottom Game, mates. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was a fail.
Oh my god!
That was a fail. Oh my gosh.
God.
Welcome.
Dude,
Welcome.
I
welcome to
genuinely
the
sucked so bad at that. Oh my god.
Welcome to the semifinal showmatch of the Osimania 7K World Cup 2026. And again, this is Sergio85 and Epic Man 2 in the booth. I hope you don't cringe. I hope the intro wasn't cringe-worthy. But we got what we had to do it. This is the match for us to have fun and stretch our legs.
Yeah,
Or maybe fingers. Or maybe our fingers, actually, because it's Mania.
Well, yeah, I mean, especially with Mania, you always gotta do that because Mania is just complicated, especially 7 key. It's just like vomit everywhere. I don't know, like literal note vomit.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, anyways, as you have heard, the 10 players that we did talk about earlier in the intro are the 10 players involved in this show match. This is Team Lucky Channel versus SOS Dan. I'm not even. I know the Lucky Channel reference. I'm just not sure about SOS Dan.
Bro, what even is Solstan? Is that like?
I have no idea.
Is that the next Stellium or Luminal, whatever?
Maybe. Maybe. I mean. Oh, is it from Haruhi? I'm not even sure.
Actually, no, wait, I can Google this real quick, just while we have time.
I know Lucky Channel is from Lucky Star. Timote. But
yeah,
I'm not okay. If it is from Haruhi, okay, I think that's a sign for me to actually watch Haruhi. Maybe.
perhaps. Okay, so apparently the Solstan Boy is a compact throwable and automatically unplacing man overboard rescue device designed for instant deployment. Thank you,
Wait a minute.
Google AI overview.
Wait a minute. that is alright.
Oh my days. Okay, that is a roster
Oh my
and a
God.
half.
Yes, I know.
Holy.
Okay, so similar to what we had from last year's semifinal show match, which I actually did have the honor participating in last year. This show match features people in the map pool selection team and some special guests. But as far as I know, it is indeed the map pool selection team. Playtesters, charters, and some of the map pool selectors are featured in this one. And here are the rules. Very simple rules. This is a best of 11 match that uses a semi-finals map pool, so just like a normal one. But then, as you've seen in the preview, this is a 4v4 matchup. And there are no bans, there are no protects. And the funny part here is that each team is entitled to put random on one pick they make.
Bro. Bro, you're freaking
Yeah.
serious. Solstan just rolled a free. Are you... we are not continuing this from Walters, man. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Okay, they're immediately going for Rice 5. Okay,
Alright.
by the way, I'll have to tell you this. I have to emphasize, random will come in. Random is an option for any of these teams to make. Here are my predictions for the random. EX3 will be put on random. Maybe Rise 6, maybe EX1. It's it has got to be one of the random pick has to be on one of those super hard or super technical picks just to make it extra spicy.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the main thing that you gotta go for whenever it comes to show matches like these. Like, you often want to just like have fun within these scenarios alone, so it definitely makes sense as to why we would want to throw on the random modifier onto one of the maps. I think,
Oh,
especially
indeed.
on something like Cold Fusion, for example, that would be the funniest
Oh
pick ever.
yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes, baby. Also,
Yeah.
I just have to mention, if we sound a little bit too unhinged in this commentary, we apologize in advance. Or maybe, how do you say it? Apologies for,
Sorry for having fun.
sorry for having fun. Yeah, indeed. That's how we'll do it. We'll
Yeah.
come back to regular programming in once we go back to the usual matches. I think that's pretty much a given. Anyways, the players you see here we have Hina, Yi, Ruka, and BK Wind for Team Lucky Channel. They have a substitute, which is EX Neko, who I presume is not going to be playing in this particular chart. Meanwhile, for SOS Dan, we have AF, Dalike, Yukinamay, and Ulazis. Their substitute right now, or the player who is not in the room right now, is Lulu M. I think
Yeah.
for those who are in the know, I think it's pretty obvious already that there is a split between these two teams. Team Lucky Channel is our Rice team, and Team SOS Dan is more. Actually, no, it's the other way around. Team Lucky Channel is the Ellen team, actually, and SOS Dan is the Rice team. Also, oh my gosh, the skin! Of
Oh.
course!
Why is it so
Oh my
small?
gosh! What? Oh my
Oh
god!
my god, no!
Oh my god, the skull speed is gonna be fast!
Oh no! Oh my god. Okay, that's how you know we're already in for a really interesting time in our life. Why?
Welcome to Osumantia. And then, like, replace the AN in Mania into Ant. This is a particularly fast goal speed. Like, apologies if we're gonna struggle with commentary here for a little bit. It's already 4v4, and we're seeing really fast falling notes. He with the first miss. Ulazes trades it coming from there, and so it's pretty much even for both of these teams. BQ and Ruka. Ulazes with consecutive misses, but the accuracy advantage here is for Team SOS Dan. Giacino with a pretty sizable drop, dropping to below 98%.
Yeah, so far everyone's practically taking misses here and there as this is a 4v4 scenario. This is essentially what you would have get if we did introduce such a format to Mania tournaments. It probably wouldn't go entirely well for one side, as it does look like Solstan is doing pretty well for the most part. Everyone at least doing what they can, with AF being the highest accuracy in the lobby so far. Just beating out Ruka by barely a smidge at this point, as it does look like everyone's still missing Yuki and Meg the next to find a miss, as it looks like everyone is still at least not finding consistency enough within this map alone. This is about 3.5 minutes of blank, and doesn't seem like anyone's too confident on this whatsoever, but it's fine.
It's fine. I mean, this show match is pretty much designed to actually show the pedigree of the players that we have right now. All of these players are actually really good players at this game, and they are the reason why the quality of the pools have been pretty much really good throughout this entire tournament. And we're seeing everyone try to get through this chart with as high of a score as they could. Yi and Ulazis fight, trading misses. But at this point, the team SOS Dan has like a really sizable lead now, thanks to AF and Delike. Really, both players consistently at 99.26.
Yeah, it does look like Solstan is pretty much at least the most likely to win out of this pick alone, considering that everyone has the most consistent scores on this map as is, or at least with the combined efforts of AF and Deli K in general, as it does look like everyone on the side of Lucky Channel is at least do what they can, considering that Ruka does have the highest accuracy in the lobby thus far right now, basically MVPing the entire lobby and being out the side, being out the efforts of AF and Delicate for the time being, but unfortunately not enough, considering that the scores of everyone else on the team is basically anchoring the score down by a big margin, bringing it to about 50,000 points in the favor of Sulstan, going into the ending of Helios Fair.
And as I mentioned, Team SOS Dan is gonna be more of a mostly a Rice team, really. And this is a Rice start. We're kind of seeing things go as what you would have expected, but it is a breakpoint. Now it would be funny if Team SOS Dan actually picks an LN this time,
Yeah.
and maybe trade. Also, what was that applause sound? I think that was like the first time I heard that tune after the end of the chart.
It's been there since the round of 32.
Okay, so apparently it's from last year's MW7K. I just took a peek at the behind the curtain, and now we see Seisan, one of the OC originals for this particular round. Also, oh my gosh.
Bro, it's the same applause from last year's MWC7K, and we've not even changed it. What? Bro, I completely thought I thought it was something completely different. I thought that was for the next GFTB. No spoilers to be given here. Like, what?
Wait a minute. Trying to see what the actual pick is here. Oh, they're going for hybrid 1. Okay, not hybrid 2.
All right.
So they're going for Chelum. Also, hopefully, we're gonna try to fix the note skin here. Let's try to fix the note skin here for everyone's convenience. And also, the scoreline should be 1-0 in favor of SOS Dan.
Indeed, it should. So, yeah. I definitely feel like it makes the most sense for Sulstan to pick into something like Salem, however you pronounce it. Sorry, my English is
more like Salem, I think.
Salem.
Alright, we're gonna try to fix a few things first before doing any of that. But anyways, what should make things complete is that while we're waiting, there is a thing that you can do while doing this tonight. Gonna buy some banners. OC 7K World Cup 2026 team support banners are indeed up on the OC store. If you want to support your country, your favorite player's country, or just the entire World Cup in general, you can do so by buying a banner. You can buy multiples of the same country's banner. You can buy multiple banners of multiple countries. Again, and also if you're undecided, you can just buy everyone's banner and you'll be happy. If you also happen to buy the winning team's banner, that banner will stay on your profile for much longer compared to the other ones. As far as I know, it should be until the next 7K World Cup. Well, anyways, here we go with the second chart of this show match.
Yeah. I guess at this point there isn't really much I can say. I mean, you pretty much took the words right out of my mouth regarding the banner advertisement. I mean, like, it pretty much just comes as common courtesy that everyone needs to at least.
Oh my gosh! Am I seeing someone getting Hard Rock?
Bro, why is it
with a Hard
Rock? Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Okay, the skin is a lot bigger now. All right, we can now read what everyone's doing. Thank you, Christ.
Well, anyways, here we go with the mostly hybrid-based, the generic hybrid pick of this pool. This is a little bit on the LN side in terms of relative to the other two hybrid charts here. And we can indeed see those as Team SOS Dan is actually pulling ahead with this chart and misses all the three players at the bottom of your screen: EX Neko, Yuki Nemeng, and Ulazis. That is actually a particularly difficult sequence for the most part.
Yeah, gonna be really difficult for Lucky Channel to at least try and counter that, considering for the fact that you gotta win quite a few points to be able to make it to a solid position in this matchup alone, where pretty much everyone on the side of Solstan is doing really well, at least maintaining misses just as less, but then again, Ulazus and Yukina Meng just missed right there. It's really just AF with the highest combo in the lobby so far, except Ruka's literally there at the bottom left corner of your screen before AF just choked.
Ruka with the only FC in the... Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, I am not gonna talk. Alright? Also,
Yeah,
AF actually...
okay, oh god, that's a...
Oh my god, AF, okay. What's happening right here? I think that's we're seeing some keyboard issues here from AF, I think, for this start. They're trying to fix it,
nah.
maybe?
The keyboard issues out of nowhere, bro. That's classic.
Oh, indeed, of course. Anyways, we're seeing really respectable scores from pretty much everyone right here as we end this chart, and now we're tied 1-all.
Yeah, I suppose that makes for a really good pick from the side of Lucky Channel, getting lucky with the keyboard issues coming from AF, supposedly.
I mean, what do you mean? It is a keyboard issue. It does look like keyboard issues. Like, you don't suddenly drop that many inputs over a single moment. We've seen that happen in this World Cup, actually, like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So it's not really a far-fetched thing to happen. And now we have Seisan, one of the 3 OSU originals for this map pool. The others are Rice 1 and the tiebreaker itself.
Hooray, it's the anime sounding song. Yay.
Also, I gotta say this. The charter of this song, called Paka, as far as I know, is a really big fan of Nayota. So how fitting that Paul actually charts this song.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're going to like dedicate like random slots that you want someone to be able to... oh my god, I'm running out of words. How do I say it? It's like basically when you know someone is like really into one particular artist and you decide to at least give them a Christmas gift or something where you just give them like an original song from said artist to be able to just map for such a prestigious map pool as this that's going to be having some high expectations. Like, that alone must be one of the best feelings to have, bro. Freaking Paka is actually lucky. Holy.
Also, if I am not mistaken, actually I think I'm not sure if it is like before today or after today, but Kolpaka's birthday is actually pretty close to around this date, because I do remember a time it was a grand finals map pool showcase for a 7K World Cup that we did greet him a happy birthday. So happy birthday in advance to Kolpaka. Maybe belated, I forgot.
Yeah, happy birthday in advance. But yeah, we're gonna be making a start with Seisan here after quite a bit. I think at this point, we should pretty much have everything under control now, as it does look like everyone's off to a pretty good start. Ruka is the first to find the drop, as it doesn't look like it's going to be responded by anyone for the time being. Hina, Unikina, Meg, and Ulaz is going to be choking right next to each other. Yi also finds a miss as well. While it looks like X-Neko, AF, and Deli K are just surviving. X-Neko, one of the literal LN mappers of this entire tournament, who's just made like every other LN1 or LN2 map so far. Of course he's going to be FC.
Well, the thing about this start is like, this chart just starts with a really heavy pattern already, and it's just gonna... And that section right there is practically like the only break that will get throughout this entire thing. Like, this chart is like, super physical. And we're already seeing some level of physicality even with the stairs like now. This is at 200 BPM, not exactly a BPM that... Like, this is a BPM where 7K players already consider it quite fast, I'd say. If this was 4K, 200 BPM is like what? Chicken. This is like chicken. But on 7K, like, you're seeing patterns like this at this speed. Like, this is getting to that territory. Also, everyone I mean, wait a minute. Deli and Ruka got through that spacebar section just fine. And they're not even phased by the anchors.
Yeah, it really takes a lot for these players to really pull out what it's worth when they really got to do it. Especially on a map like this where it's going to be really difficult to be able to maintain consistency on a wide variety of these patterns. It just keeps throwing patterns at you like out non-stop, especially with these really intense flams here. Holy.
Like AF actually dropping some of the LNs at on those big chords. So that's a pretty interesting to see. EX go with another miss in this section. This is another break section. And now we're back into these super hard patterns.
Okay, and we still get more misses all around from everyone else on the board. As it looks like it's about 100,000 points to the advantage of Sol Stan, so that's going to be really hard to recover as it does look like it's pretty much just bound to be yet another... Wait, no, it was Lucky Channel that picked first, right?
This is Lucky Channel's pick as well.
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
Actually,
I was about to say breakpoint. I just wanted to, like, fact check, that's it.
This is gonna be the third breakpoint in a row, though. At least for you to note. Actually, wait, no.
Wait, yeah, it is.
Actually, wait. Is it?
Wait,
no,
I remember Delicate like rolled a free, so I believe this is another breakpoint. The third time in a row.
Third breakpoint in a row, indeed. Also, who MVP this one? We have. Wow, Delicate just scoring less than 1,000 points ahead of Ruka, and they have also with a 966k performance. Really, really good scores here from our playtesters.
Yeah, that's an insane showing.
Same scores. All right, so now it's gonna be Team Lucky Channel with the next pick. We're trying to settle into the rhythm of the show match. So let's see what Team Lucky Channel feels lucky picking.
I mean, if they are a bit of a more long note centric team, then I would assume they probably would want to throw out something like, oh my god, they're going EX2.
Speaking of LNs, there you go.
Speaking of LNs, yes, we got EX2 on the board.
Aoharu Infinity by DJ Noriken featuring Hoshino Haru.
Yup.
Alright, so this chart is gonna be really fun to watch. Especially if the people in the chat is saying this correctly. The player at the top right of your screens, Delicate in particular, might be one of the players to watch here. Also, I'm surprised we haven't seen Random come into play just yet. This is one of those picks where Random could actually work out pretty well because it just makes the game into O2 Jam pretty much. Everyone O2 Jam likes their Random. Random ring users rise up.
Hell yeah. Bro, Random in the 17 World Cup is actually crazy, especially on a map pool like this where everything's already super difficult to at least go through. So just like imagining it on any of the extreme picks in particular has got to be an actual nightmare because, dude, with the powers that are already addressed within Aoharu Infinity in general, it already seems as if it's just going to be absolute hell with Randomon, as we do see a swap out for Yukina Mang, probably. Okay, it's Lulu M that comes for their swap.
That does mean that everyone will have already played this show match after the end of this one. So this one has a lot of really dense sections that everyone has to be super careful with.
Absolutely.
And you're gonna see that in a little bit, as you're about to start a few moments from now.
Here
All
we go.
right, so we have three mirror users. They'll just flip the stage. No funny shenanigans, no hard rocks and all.
Yep.
Would've been okay. Would have been really funny to see a hard rock actually. And we see an early miss from Ulasis and Luluem here.
Yeah, these are some pretty gnarly drops to start the match off with. Okay, it does look like there's a lot of people on the side of Solstan that are missing quite frequently. As it seems like the only response we're getting on Lucky Channel. Okay, no, everyone's just missing.
All right, yeah.
Again. Congrats.
And Delicate as well, who's also carrying a full combo. Actually, two full combos on both sides of your screen. Everyone, aside from those said two players, missing pretty much. And after that sequence, it is Lucky Channel with a pretty small lead.
Yeah. Yeah, of course I was expecting Ruka and Delicate to really start juking it out, as it literally looks like it's it's such a treacherous 1v1 between them, as everyone else is just simply falling on a lot of these patterns. It's really just like, I definitely feel like Solstan could definitely take this back if it does come down to at least maintaining consistency for a bit, at least keep it on the gas pedal when you need to keep on it, because this map gets super dense. This is like genuinely a really hard map to go for, and we see a lot of players that are just
Ruka dropping on the coordination section. Pretty unfortunate right there. So it's only Delicate with the FC at 99.36. That's a really high accuracy for this chart. Also Ruka, 99.5. I have no idea how we have three 99s. after like one half of this chart, and things will just get harder from now.
Yeah, I think this is why it was probably a good call to have some of these players in the mapping or playtesting side of things, because imagine these like, you know, players like Ruka, for example, were in the actual like Australian team, for example, they would have literally just destroyed like everything in the tournament with Ock4. That would have been absolutely crazy to see.
Oh man!
Wait, there's a lot of misses. Holy, whoa. Okay.
Well, what I'll tell you is that if I remember correctly, Ruka and Ock4 and actually Sankan Suki formed a really strong Australian team years ago, and that was their sight to behold. Really, they did reach top 8 in 2022. In the 2022 World Cup as well. So with that particular team, if I remember correctly, historians of the game, please correct me if I'm wrong. Also, as I said, there is still one full combo remaining in this chart.
Wow. Dude, there's no way that Delicate actually held on so hard to the end and somehow did not end up winning this for their team. That is disrespectful. Oh my god.
That's just how the cookie crumbles, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary fouls. Wow,
9
that is
ATK. What?
yeah, yeah, that is a really strong score. Now we're tied at
Yep.
2-all. So best of 7, the virtual best of 7.
Oh wait,
Okay,
do we even
so
have bans here? Oh wait, no, they're going straight
no,
into
there are no
EX1.
bans, no bans, no protects. So we're going for
Oh, okay.
yes. Okay, are we gonna see random come out? Again, both of the teams have the option to put random on one of their picks. Are we gonna see it? Are we gonna see it right now? Does it seem like it? Part of me is hoping that they do.
Of course. I mean, for a pick like Sesame Kingdom, I think it would be really funny to see random, but I think if there's anything that I'm looking forward to, then it's probably Cold Fusion on random. Or even the tiebreaker. Either of those would be really funny. I'm betting money on that.
I mean, this is one of the picks where I am hoping that they put random. Doesn't seem to be. We might. Oh, there's a lot of charts though remaining that where we can see it.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So While we're waiting for everyone to come in, I think Yukinameng is gonna be coming in for Ulazis. And I think there's pretty much no substitutions for Lucky Channel, if I'm not mistaken. Or was BK Win coming in for Neko?
It's BK Win coming in for Neko. I think.
Sesame Kingdom. This also, if you're noticing, we do have BK Win actually playing this chart because they did make this one. They did make this chart, so charter buff maybe. But does it seem like we've seen something like that?
I mean, to be fair, we literally just had Ulaz's playing through the EX2 pick earlier, and unfortunately their team didn't win, so yeah. I guess, like, part of me is just thinking maybe it could happen for one of these teams in particular. It's just that I have no idea because, like, from what I've seen so far, both these teams are pretty much balanced and they're pretty much good at their own fields, while they do have, you know, some weaknesses within an opposite category, which I definitely would probably expect this pick to be, like, in the favor of maybe Solstan, maybe, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so let's see how things go here. No, still no funny shenanigans. We do see random mirror. I I've been having random on my mind already. I'm a little bit too excited.
The random is inside you. Okay. Yeah, so does look like everyone's off to a pretty good start. No misses to be seen just yet. Let's see if I choke anyone. Wait, whoa, wait, I did not mean to say that. What the
Yeah,
heck?
there you go.
Oh.
I mean, it's kind of funny. The timing is pretty funny considering that the chart just increased in density as you said that, and now we're gonna see SOS Dan pull ahead, and it really says something that even one of our rice experts here is also struggling a little bit to get their accuracy up, even for SOS Dan. So Deli K, oh my gosh, EF as well.
Bro, Deli K is
299.
blood. What is that?
That is
That's a
ridiculous.
good score. Bro, genuinely, that's what I've been saying. Like, how is it that all these players are still doing really well in this map, while it does look like Saucedan just has about 100,000 points in their favor? Like, I doubt this is a scoreline that we're going to be seeing in any of the matches to be coming, like, in the next few weeks or so, as we're approaching the late game of this tournament.
I mean, we're getting into that stage where things will get a little bit heart attack inducing, especially tomorrow. There is a matchup I'm waiting for tomorrow in particular, but let's see how things go. Also, man, how do we have 299s? Oh my gosh.
These players are just good. Yeah, okay, they're just destroying this map full on. Even with a lot of these just dense chord streams, as we can see, it does look like BK Win is basically just just basically shooting themselves in the foot with how hard they made this map. They only allowed, like, some other players to be able to capitalize upon this pick in particular, which is definitely something that Lucky Channel does not want.
Oh my gosh, 37,200s. AF with 31. Pretty similar ratios for both AF and Delicate. Oh my gosh. What have they done?
They've done everything.
BK with apparently mentioning that they have a mind block on this chart. Relatable. Very relatable.
Yeah, maybe that explains it then.
Alright, so now for our next chart.
LN2. It's Magnet. It is Magnet.
It's Magnet. Oh my gosh. Okay. Time to see some coordination. I presume EX Neko will be coming in for Team Lucky Channel.
Yeah. It's only
It's only fitting.
It's only fitting, yeah. It's only fitting that EX Neko just comes in for what is literally one of their own maps because, I mean, what they've literally made like any other LN1 and LN2 map so far, or at least for majority of the map pools so far. So it pretty much feels expected that, of course, they're going to be in playing for it.
Okay. I'm peeking behind the curtain. You know what would be funny?
What?
Shoutouts to Kobe for this. What if this got put on random? Coordination on random. Yes.
Oh my god. Bro,
yes.
Coordination
yes.
on random.
yes. What if?
Lord.
What if? There's no call though. There's no call.
I mean,
we won't see it.
Yeah, there
we
is.
won't see it happen. I don't think we'll see it happen, but it would be really funny. Oh my god, they're doing it. Can we put... Okay, wait. It's SO... Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Okay, they are gonna put random. Oh my god. Alright, so
no
that's...
way.
Well, there you go. Coordination, LA coordination with random. For those who are not aware, Osimania has this mod called Random, where the columns of the chart are going to be rearranged at random. So maybe the notes that appear on column 1 would appear on column 6 instead. And the ones at column 6 will appear on column 5 instead. Something like that. It will shuffle around the column order. This mod is actually pretty popular amongst people who want to avoid mind blocking the charts. And it's actually a good practice mod if you want to be more well-rounded with how things go. And if you talk to your nearest, to your closest O2 Jam player, they're gonna say that you have to play with random ring on.
Yeah, I think in general, random is just a really funny mod to play because, like, I remember there was like this one time I was playing in a 4-key mania.
Oh, they are okay. They are not gonna go random. Giacino with a flashlight.
What? Okay.
No random. Okay, there's no
GG's.
random. But we do have a flashlight player here with Hina. For those who are not
new.
But for those who are not aware, Flashlight does not have a score multiplayer in Osimania. Because for the most part, Flashlight is just a reading assistance mod for a lot of the players who do know how to set their settings to make sure the Flashlight is comfortable to play with, though. That's for sure here.
Yeah,
and it does appear that Hina does have a slower scroll speed to adjust for the Flashlight.
I mean, to be fair, there used to be mod multipliers for Mania, but that was like, what, 10 years ago or something. So,
I played in that 4K World Cup. It was I played it was like 1.06 for Flashlight, 1.1 for Hard Rock. I remember everyone was just baffled with why. That was what I remember. That was what I remember from those years ago. That was been a decade ago. Where has the time gone?
Yeah.
Where indeed has the time gone?
It's gone somewhere else. It just left the stratosphere completely, as we're literally in the future right now. So yeah, I think at that time you were just literally like that bold. I think you were just thinking ahead of the game. That's practically it.
Well, the two players who are indeed ahead of the game, though, are the same two players that we've been talking about this entire show match. Look at Ruka and Dali K.
Yep, the accuracies are literally at the highest points from both their ends, as it does look like everyone else is just simply missing. Even with Ruka in with one miss, that's not going to mean way too much, considering that the score is already really good, but it's just the team consistency that's just kind of all over the place.
This chart is actually just really difficult to deal with for the most part. Lots of shields, lots of long holds that you have to really be fully focused on maintaining, really, because the patterns where you are not holding an LN are super tricky. Like, it's kind of like you have to be able to practice that you're able to maintain strength on the hold for like a finger or two while your other fingers are moving. Not exactly the easiest thing to execute.
Yeah, it never really is that easy to execute, especially in matches such as this where you need to at least utilize picks like these that are just lighter than any of the other maps that we have. Albeit, this one's just a lot kind of more heavy compared to the other coordination picks that we've had in the past, where it induces a lot more jacks and just a lot of these rather very control-oriented patterns. As we literally see the mapper of the behind this map's choke on.
They're still holding on the really respectable 97.3, which is like really, really good already for a chart that is in the World Cup. And now we are tied 3-all. Virtual best of 5. We have.
And
We
yeah.
have a match, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary friends.
Yeah. Okay, they're going. Didn't they already do EX1? Yeah.
The EX1 has been picked, so
Yeah.
we do have EX3 though.
Yeah.
No, please, EX3 with random, please,
Bro,
please.
EX3 with
Can we have
random.
EX3 with random, or Rice 6 with random? Okay, Rice Rice 1 with random as well. Actually, would be really hilarious.
Yeah,
Anyways, for those
sure.
who are not in the know, Rice 1 is one of the 3 OSU originals that we have in this map pool, aside from Hybrid 2, which has been played earlier in this match, and the tiebreaker.
Yeah, indeed. This song in general is just really good in terms of how it pretty much just tries to convey something that's a little more atmospheric, because it does look like this is a fair step up from what we had in the previous weeks as Rice ones in particular, where it was pretty much mostly about like really fast kind of speed corey or chiptune oriented songs, for example. This one just takes it to a different extent where it's like an actual song, for example. You know what I mean?
Like sometimes like having like actual songs being charting material is just a really fun thing to have, really.
Yeah.
Because like it does hold to like some traditions where even vocal songs are just being dumped, especially popular in 4K circles, like dump charts for vocals. This is somewhere in those lines, but there is a reason why this is charted as a speed chart. Like, listen to the percussion. Listen to the percussion of this song, and
Yeah.
the instrumental really. It fits really well. This is effectively like 200. 200. Oh, wait. Not exactly 260. More like, what is 184 1/6? If my math is being, my math is mathing right now.
276.
Yeah, 276 indeed. There you go.
Yeah, it's basically just about 280 BPM, so that's nearly 10 BPM above speed bump from the previous week or so. So, yeah.
This is a really, really beautiful song. In no random? Okay, someone told me it's mostly in 1/8. So this is like 368 BPM then.
Yeah, from what I remember,
Someone just told me.
Yeah, from what I remember in this chart particularly, there is quite a bunch of snap fluctuations and these dumps, which is something that's really commonly expected within dump charts these days. If you want to at least have some emphasis and control as to how sounds are conveyed in a song. I mean, I can easily just vouch for this a dump chart of myself in 4Key, where like a lot of people have basically utilized this in the past, and I'm literally just like messing with that concept just to make things even worse for people. So yeah, it's cool seeing it in 7 key though. Like, it's just really interesting to see how people kind of utilize it in their own ways within this field.
Well, here comes the speed patterns. As I mentioned, okay, yeah, it is indeed mostly 1/8. So we're seeing like 368 BPM streams at this chart's densest, really. Densest and fastest.
As it does look like we get a few misses coming out of the side of Lucky Channel, as it does look like everyone is hanging onto an FC really well, besides from Yuki and Meng, the only outlier in the entire lobby for Solstan, whereas like it does look like there is at least 2 misses on the side of Lucky Channel, being Hina and BK Wind, or Terra and BK Wind for that matter, which is probably a little expected, but at the same time, this is gonna open up for some more risks in the favor of Lucky Chow, considering that I would assume that they are one of the more that they do have some rise power in them to ensure that they can maintain the capacity to at least take picks on these kinds of maps, for example.
Everyone has been missing every now and then, but AF and Delicate are just cooking with this start right now. Okay, that's one. That's one out of the way. That's one full combo gone. So only one more remaining.
There's only so much remaining on the board, as it does look like there's still a lot of map left, but the scoreline's already big enough that it's going to be really hard to recover for the side of Lucky Channel as it looks going into this following solo or just about into the final core of the map.
So, oh my gosh, what is that accuracy? That is, like, how? AF, how?
It's insane.
Well, there is a reason why a lot of the players in this map, in the staff, who are playtesting these pools, who are charting these pools, who are selecting these pools, are some of the most respectable mania players that you can have. And that's like one of the case. And the scores on this chart is a case for an explanation right there.
Yeah, indeed, as we do need to wait on Banjo to line up a bit, but that's going to be it. Okay, they were about 1,100 points off from meeting 150,000 of a differential. That's crazy.
I think that is indeed the biggest score differential that we've had.
So far, at least.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Delicate as well with only one miss, 29 200s. Those are really clean, ridiculously clean scores.
Yep. Pretty much expected at this point. I mean, a lot of these teams in general, or a lot of these players, are just really insane overall. So it does get crazy when you have all these players just simply juking it out on each of these maps in general, especially in a 4v4 setting where it's going to be a lot more futile coming down to if your whole team misses, because it's really going to matter if you do have the combo to at least ensure that you can carry your team to the forefront of the focuses, as it does look like Elifree will get the next pick from Solstan, as Delicate needs to go to the loo.
And here we go. Nanahira in the pools, ladies and gentlemen. Like this is one of my favorite charts in this pool, and not just because of the artist. This is such a fun chart to play.
Yeah. It's pretty much just a map that is really difficult, considering the density patterns in this are just really all over the place. It's just really hard to coordinate between each of these individual patterns that you need to at least hold and release overall. So Screaming Showcase really does at least scream in your ear to at least demand for accuracy. So we're gonna have to see whether any of these players can at least stay true to that descriptor or prompt. Up and right.
Let's see how this one turns out, as we still see no random. Still no random. Huh. Are they saving random as their last picks? Because, I mean, like, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, like,
because
sometimes
we have to see random, right?
Yeah, I mean, I believe we probably will see random at one point in the entire match, considering that I think for a variety of these players, they're probably saving the best for the last, so it probably would make sense if we do see random just being thrown out for, well, a random pick, I guess. So, yeah.
Okay, so just trying to arrange a few settings here. Like, making sure that there is a no-fail mod on for at least one player for both teams to not break anything, because if an entire team does fail, it auto fails the entire team.
Yeah, that's something you do not want in a World Cup setting. Because like we used
So
to have it, but
yeah,
nowadays life is so much better because we don't have it. Even if it opened up for some really hype scenarios back in the day.
I mean to be fair, I don't think the no fail really matters considering the caliber of the players here, but we just gotta play it a little bit safe. And here comes the super intense patterns at 185 BPM. This is particularly dense, and you already see practically everyone struggle maintaining combos. Struggling to maintain combos, though we still have three in Ruka, AF, and Delicate.
Yep, of course they're going to be setting some really high caliber scores in general, as it does look like there is an edge to the score of Solstan for the time being. We're pushing about 10,000 points, just going off of the variety misses being taken from the side of Lucky Channel. Not looking so lucky on a variety of things, as Ruka is the next to find a miss. That's only 2 FCs remaining on the board, and both these belong to Solstan.
Two misses for both Olases and Yukina Meng. For Team Asawastan will start to reduce the lead here, but Giacina and EX Neko do trade it with sequences of misses of their own. So the lead has actually increased. I think pretty much also thanks to AF and Delicate just really wanted these scores.
Yeah. Bro, it's only going to get even more insane from this point onwards. This is literally just a 2v4 right now from the side of AF and Delicate, as it does look like they...
Wait a minute. What is this? The lead is just reduced to 5,000 points.
Wow.
Alright. Alright. Okay, Xneko with the uncharacteristic miss on the easiest section of this chart. But the lead is down to 4 digits. Oh my gosh, a double miss from both the Olases and Yukina Meng. Yukina Meng now getting the keyboard issues. What is that? And the lead immediately spiking towards Lucky Channel's side.
Bro, it was looking so good for Solstan for a good portion of the map, and the keyboard issues just had to kick in once again for Yukina Meng. That is unfortunate.
Not the first time we've seen keyboard issues in this match.
Yeah, we had it like
already. like for some reason, the keyboard issues is actually making Yukina Meng hit much earlier than they should.
Yeah.
And Delicate drops their full combo. It's only AF with a 99.5, by the way. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, you're kidding!
No, you're kidding me. What is that?
Did you curse a keyboard issue?
Bro! What? What?
Bro, he didn't feel as well. What?
Okay. All right.
What happened there?
What happened? Well, we're tied 4-4.
Oh dear. Oh wait, the soundboard's on now.
This
Oh
is
boy.
a certified
Oh boy.
hood
No.
classic.
Oh my gosh.
Meow.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, let's go back to seriousness now. That's the last one.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have LN1 here. Propose.
Propose. Oh my god. Oh, that's LN1. Okay, of course I can.
Okay, now they're doing random on this. Okay.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Finally some sauce.
Random on release. That's actually funny.
Okay, maybe it was the perfect time for me to throw out the meow emote, to throw out the meow soundboard, considering X-Noke is literally playing as in this an X-Noke map. Cat supremacy.
Cat supremacy, indeed. But let's try to be a little bit more reasonable, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, we are a very reasonable tournament after all. No worries.
Okay. You're actually making me look into my DMs, okay? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You're making me look into my DMs, okay? Oh my god. All right. Let's go back to this match for the meantime.
I am trolling so bad. Oh my god. Bro, the people behind the
Okay.
match are actually getting vexed with me as well. Oh my god. Oh, sorry,
Okay.
everyone.
Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back to this one.
Let's get back
We
to the point.
Yeah. Okay, so we have Lucky Channel picking propose. We're gonna try to propose to reach match point. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, everyone with a random. That is sure. Giacina simulating the environment of the 2016 Oceania 4K World Cup with both flashlight and hard rock on. We see hard rock as well for Ulazis. So yeah, this does simulate what we had for the 2016 4K World Cup. Because
Oh,
when you had the free mod pick, both teams should have a modded player somewhere. Which modded in this case is just either hard rock or flashlight.
yep.
So let's see how this goes.
Yeah, I mean, this is a fairly regular length map anyways. It's about, what, 5 seconds shy of the 3-minute marker as it
Oh
does
my
like,
gosh, one of those thrills, bro.
Bro.
Okay, this randomization. Okay, you
Bro,
gotta
Oh
you
my
gotta
God.
look. By the way, like the thing about these random, like you have to look into how ridiculous a randomization is, because because as it stands, like the patterns are pretty much biased to one hand or the other, not both.
Yeah.
Like this is really this is particularly uncomfy.
I think that's the point. Like, that's literally what random does when you try to touch it. Cause like I literally played a match in Forky with random on, and it literally screwed me up because we literally played an evening map at that time, which was what, a year and a half ago. That stuff was scary, as it does look like everyone's pretty much suffering here as the dumps on his.
Oh my
look so
gosh, what is that
scary.
the left hand? Oh my gosh.
Bro. This is what you were wishing for this whole time, Sturf, bro.
Well, there's one more random remaining, by the way. SOS Stan will have to pick random at some point as well. So there's still a chance. I hope it's EX3 just because it's funny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, a random seed. This random seed is actually really funny.
Bro. Did everyone get the same random seed, or is it just like
Okay.
different for every player?
Okay, so this is how it happens. A random seed, the random seed for multiplayer is going to be the same for all of the players in the multiplayer room. And then the seed changes for the next chart, pretty much. So everyone is playing the same chart, effectively.
All right, that's good.
Yeah,
that makes
because
sense.
because if they were playing different charts, pretty much, we're gonna see different patterns for everyone here.
Yeah.
Also, I'm receiving some news from behind the curtain. I am not confirming anything, but it would be really funny if we see the actual change happens.
Change? What?
Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? As we see Team SOS Dan just pull ahead until the end of this chart as they hit match point on this show match.
Wow.
Or
Okay,
is
Terra went
is
through
it?
quite a rough path on that one. B
Well,
rank. What the
yeah.
heck?
I mean, okay. What do you expect? It's like flashlight, hard rock, and random. Like not exactly the funniest thing. Also, I think I might have to confirm something to the one that I said. The match will be shifting to a best of 13. So it's not
Oh
going to be match
wow,
point. We
bro.
are shifting the match to a best of 13.
Bruh. Sulstan just got debated. They literally reached match point, and then they just realized, oh, they had to play at least a few more maps instead. That is funny.
Let's pretend. Let's pretend. Let's pretend it was best of 13 in the first place. Yay!
True.
Okay, here we go. So, you see here, we are at 4-5. The Lucky Channel is... Actually, no. Should be... Okay, my gosh, I already lost track. Who picked Okay, it should be SOS Dan with the pick right now. I think we're just a little bit behind the chat here. Just need to scroll down a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like at this point, Solstan's probably gonna pick it to a Rice map. Okay, Rice 4.
Okay, they're gonna go
Okay,
Rice
here
4.
we go.
Okay.
They saved one of the banger picks for later. Let's
The
go.
89, the 89's momentum. The core jack pick of this round. Let's go disco.
Me when I'm Letson, I'm going to go disco. Let's bloco disco. I know I'm unfunny. I'm just like saying that because it came to my head, I guess.
Yeah, this is actually. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think the chat is implying something here. OD10. I think that's enough of a That's good. That's enough of a preview of what you're about to see.
Oh,
What we are about to see.
Don't tell me they're all gonna start playing on Hard Rock. This map on Hard Rock is actually going to be an absolute bloodbath if everyone is going to at least try and fight for accuracy alone. Like, this stuff's just not heard of in tournaments that I've been in.
Okay, let's see. Let's see.
Hopefully we see something.
Majo Saiba no Hajime yo.
Lulum's going to unleash the Japanese power.
It's not. Let's see what's gonna happen here.
Alright. I'm waiting.
Let's see. We're just trying to fix a few settings here. Again, this is the Oceania 7K World Cup 2026 Semifinals Showmatch featuring members of the map pool selection team and charters. The charting team for this World Cup. I am Sergio85, and alongside with me the commentary booth is Epic Man 2. You have Team Lucky Channel trailing Team SOS Dan by 1 point in this best of 7 match, which was definitely not the best of 11 match a few moments earlier.
Yeah. We're basically like doing a bunch of things just to make this match even more entertaining to watch, considering that this is like one of the only show matches we have this weekend. So I don't know how many there will be in the future, but hopefully there will be more.
Okay, so we have 3 players on Hard Rock here. Lulu, Yukina Meng, and AF. Delicate opting to not put Hard Rock on for this pick.
Bro, Solstan is brave if they're all just mostly going into this pick on Hard Rock, as it does look like the accuracy's dropping down a bit for Lulu M, as just going off of a lot of the scores, but Yukina Meng is basically just plummeting down in accuracy as it looks like, but somehow still beating out the Lucky Channel itself, going off misses from them.
Well, a few misses now coming from AF and Yukina Meng. AF was actually getting 99.5 on Hard Rock a few moments earlier before the misses.
Crazy.
This is ridiculous. Yes, with 99.3, mid 99.3 for their side. We still. Okay, so no more full combos left for Team Lucky Channel here. We still have 2 from SOS Dan.
Yeah, there's still a lot of map left for both these teams to go into, as we're only going into the back of the chart. But so far, it looks like the majority of Solstan has this pick in the bag, just going off of 30,000 points of a lead, and still increasing, just going off the constant misses that we see from Lucky Channel. Even if we're getting misses coming out from Solstan or any of the players in there, it's literally just the team consistency that's holding them all together right now, with Delicate's FC being the cherry on top of the cake.
Well, Team SOS Dan is pulling ahead faster and faster now as you see more misses coming from Team Lucky Channel here. Delicate with a ridiculous full combo at 99.7. Like, oh my gosh, Team SOS Dan is gonna be ahead at match point a few moments from now, unless we see something funny happen. I hope not. because this is going to be a really ridiculous run here, especially for one of these players. AF with a 99.27 at the end of this chart on Hard Rock of all mods. Oh
Bro.
my gosh.
They're just flexing at this point. What is that? 99k. A 990k from Deli K is actually crazy. The rhyme was unintentional, but that will bring us to the actual match point for Solstan. I think the thingy should be fixed now, so we're not gonna get the result screen too early from a few picks. As
Yep.
it does look like it's Lucky Channel's turn to pick next. So, I don't know what they're gonna go for next.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, are they actually saying they're gonna want to play the tiebreaker right now?
Oh my
Like tiebreaker,
god.
we're not even tied yet.
Just stop picking, I guess. True. True?
Oh my god. Oh my god. No, those they picked tiebreaker. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Bruh. Wait, it would be really funny if we actually just pick the tiebreaker now, and then if Lucky Channel does pick that or win that, then we're just gonna have to play through other maps as another potential tiebreaker instead. That would be the craziest thing.
For the record, I actually don't know what's gonna happen from this point on.
I don't think any of us do, to be honest. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I'm just here, just watching everything, and I'm just like,
We still have SOS Dan with their random pick, quote unquote, but I don't think they still have the opportunity to do so if Lucky Channel wins this one. Okay, okay, EX3. Oh man, I wanted to see a random on this. Oh my god. Oh my god, I wanted to see EX random on this.
okay, of course that's being brought out. Bro, please tell me we can see random on this. That would
I
be
don't-
the funniest thing.
I don't think so though, because it's SOS Dan with a random. Okay. They're gonna go for a Rice too. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So the only open picks remaining: Chronomia, Alan, Irith, and you have Hybrid 3, I forgot a title, and Cold Fusion, EX3.
Yeah, that's already more than enough picks for everyone to just simply pick into. Just depends on, like, can we, like, even see the match turn into a tiebreaker? I mean, it's gonna have to come down to Lucky Channel pulling their absolute weight really hard on the next few picks to come, as it does look like Terra is gonna have to at least try and capitalize upon mapper advantage going into Illusion of Mind, considering that they mapped this earlier. So, yeah.
Let's see what's gonna happen. We still need 2 more players. Well, if you're Team Lucky Channel right now, you gotta show now why you are the Lucky Channel. You gotta show that luck now. Because you're 2 points behind Team SOS Dan.
It's basically written in the stars.
Actually, in a way, Lucky Channel kind of needs some, might be racing the SOS signal right now.
Bro. Of course. Of freaking course. I have a soundboard that's just called BK Win. What would happen if I press this?
No, please don't. It might be, it might be something. We gotta have to be careful with those soundboards, I think, because we don't know.
Oh yeah.
If you gotta ask, it might not be a good idea.
Yeah, no, because, like, it's been ages since I even pressed this one soundboard. It's from the European multi-key tournament server. I haven't even, like, been in there for, like, half a year, but I'm just remembering that I have this sound on my soundboard because I have
But
Nitro
yeah.
or something.
But yeah, if you gotta ask, you gotta be careful. It might not be the best idea to do so. Anyways,
Yeah.
we're just waiting for one more player here for Team SOS Dan.
Oh, AF just turned to the dark side. Let's go.
We, and EX Neko is on us. Are we having a player swap? Are we having a player swap?
Wait, you know, that would actually be really funny. Imagine that ends. Okay, that's not gonna happen.
Okay.
GG's. Welcome Lasers to the lobby as well. Hello.
Okay, so again, if you are just if you've just started watching us or trying to catch up watching, you are watching the Osimania 7K World Cup 2026 semi-final show match featuring the players from the map pool selection team, charting team, and playtesting team. Both of these teams are split into two, Lucky Channel and SOS Dan, as we play Illusion of Mind, the then scored stream pick of this map pool. We see a mirror coming from Hina and a hard rock from Yukina Meng.
Hmm. Alright, hopefully this one's gonna open up for a bit of an interesting matchup, considering that we've seen a lot of picks that have been going. I mean, for the majority of the picks that we've seen throughout this match, I think the general notion for that a lot of these players is that they're really good at a lot of maps, but they're not necessarily monsterdom or anything like that. As we do see chokes coming out from Yukina and Ulazis really early going into this map, and still looks like it's going to be a pretty advantageous pick for Lucky Channel for the time being, just going into the first four, as this is 2 minutes of length, so not really a lot of time to really allow anything disastrous to happen, as it does look like there's a flurry of misses coming up from Lucky Channel in response.
Well, that does keep everything really close, and now the lead is pretty much flickered to SOS down for a few moments right there before we see a misses coming from Ulysses and Yukina Meng as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big sequence of misses right there.
Yeah, bro, the misses just keep happening. It's either like one side will just miss everything for a good portion of the map, and then suddenly, bro, Lucky Channel does it as well. Okay, they're at least keeping it within the 20k score field, but if it keeps going, okay, no,
Oh my gosh. Okay,
dude, there's no way.
The score gap is just moving faster than moving faster
What
than what
was
we're used to.
that?
Oh, Hina, what was that?
Bro. What is
Bro.
going on? This is literally going into a calmer section of the song as well. This is literally why misses on this are just really punishing if you do end up getting them.
Oh my. Okay, so time to see how everything turns out in the densest section of this chart. Lucky Channel is ahead by a few thousand points. Yukina and Ulysses misses coming from pretty much a lot of the players of both of these teams. Hina with another one. Everyone, Team Lucky Channel is trying to pull ahead. Ulysses with a really big miss on that section, on that transition. And I think this is Team Lucky Channel picking up their 5th point. Also, Delicate. What is that? What is that score? 987k.
Bro.
Oh
They
my
had it so
gosh.
good for for a good majority
Oh,
of the pick.
wow.
It's just, bro. I think if Yukina Meng didn't play on Hard Rock, then this could have been a lot closer, but I have no idea. So, yeah. Okay. Lucky Channel is just
Okay.
1 point away from match point to force a tiebreaker. And it's going to have to be off a breakpoint from Solstan's next pick, which is... Is it going to be EX free or something else?
Has to be, right? Has to be.
Yeah, I mean...
Also, SOS Dan still has a random in their arsenal.
Oh, yeah, they do. Okay. They
They
have...
can pick that.
Yeah, they probably could. Okay, so they have like 2 picks on the board that could probably fall in their advantage. So it is either LN4 or EX free, as we can see. Because knowing the team performances, I would imagine that Solstan would want to stay away from maps like Chronomia or Elaine, for example, just because of how difficult these picks can be. And
Yeah.
Chronomia is literally just like the second closest to Illusion of Mind. So probably the best decision to steer away from that.
Okay, so they are gonna
Oh, hybrid
go.
free.
Oh wait. Oh, there's still hybrid 3 as well. I feel like we've been forgetting about the existence of hybrid 3 throughout this entire World Cup, I think.
Bro, that's crazy.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Bro.
so does appear they're gonna go EX3.
Oh my god. Of course they go for the aura pick. Oh Jesus.
Oh my. Okay, they're discussing about random. I am hoping they do it. I am hoping they do it just because it's funny.
Bro. It may as well just be like the second to last pick of the match if it does come down to tiebreaker. It would be really funny if we see a random on this just to see what happens. I think at this point, it's either in the match just simply ends in literally only under 4 minutes, or it ends up going in the way of one team, which is gonna have to be. I think if Lucky Channel needs to do anything, it's gonna have to be on this pick alone, considering that this is like the second hardest pick we have in the entire map pool overall, just because of how this pick is just like really difficult in terms of how it addresses patterns. I mean, yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry. All right. So yeah, as we wait for the map to begin, there's still quite a bit of time to see how both these teams can do. I mean, to be honest, I don't even know why I'm even analyzing this from a genuine competitive perspective, considering that this is not even meant to be like a serious match or anything. It's just a show match after all. But anyways,
Okay.
how?
Okay.
Welcome back.
Are they doing it? I think you know what I mean.
They are doing it in a bit. Okay, we're going random. We're going random.
Oh
yes.
boy, here we go.
We got it.
Here we go.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Bring it on. Oh my god.
This is gonna be. This is gonna. This is. I am not excited because of the difficulty of the chart. I am excited because I just want to see how messed up the randomization is gonna be. Okay, we have two hard rock players with AF and Lulu.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Wow.
Okay, time to see what happens.
Yeah, this is gonna be really scary because, like, I feel like if it does come down to everyone else failing, then it's really just gonna be the advantage falls into the Lucky Channel because Terra and Yi right now have no fail on, and the only other player besides from them is Ulazis. Oh, Lulu, no! It's okay. It was only the inch of the map. There's way too much else that's happening in the map to.
But like, even the randomization look pretty brutal already at the start.
Yeah. Bro, these patterns look uncomfortable. What is that? Oh, God.
Oh my gosh, I cannot even comprehend what I'm seeing.
Yep.
I am honestly trying to make sense of what I'm seeing right now. Oh my god, that stare.
Dude.
What was that stare? That looked like a stare you'd see in a horror house.
Bro, this map is messed up. What even is this?
Oh my gosh, the shields on the outer columns. Oh my gosh.
Dude, this map just does not hold back with how scary it looks on random. Like, what even is this seeding?
Okay, so a little bit of normalcy here, I think, with this with this fast chord stream. Just a little bit of normalcy, really.
Yep.
I haven't seen funny thrills on the outer columns as yet.
I mean, surely they'll come in a bit. There is still quite a lot of this map remaining to be played in the match itself, as it does look like Terra and X-Neko are going to be struggling quite a bit with these patterns, but unfortunately not going to be enough to bring it closer to the lead of Sostan, considering that it's going to have to take so many misses from here on to at least bring it over to their side if they so want it.
Oh my gosh, I saw the transition earlier. Okay, here comes the wacky LNs. Like,
Bro,
there's no way you're gonna act that. No one's gonna do that. No one's gonna act that. Oh my gosh.
Yep. Except from Deli K, because they are just Deli K. Like, oh my god.
Ruka as well with a mid 98. Like how?
These are absolute titles we're talking about here. Oh my goodness. Alright, it's
All right.
100,000 points in the advantage of Lucky Channel. I don't think this is going to go to the side of Sostan anytime soon, unless something happens. But the likelihood of that is probably not going to happen.
Oh my gosh. Okay. This transition actually looks pretty normal. And here comes the Densa lens. Well, I'm actually pretty surprised at how normal this start looks. Looks like it, at least at this level, at least like at this portion.
This just feels like a rank chart or something. This second chorus just looks crazy to play, especially with the element density and the core stream sections that are just thrown in to make this pick so much scarier to go into. It's already about 100,000 points in the advantage of Lucky Channel, and at this point, gonna be nigh unrecoverable as we go into the very ending. The final few bursts that are just so scary and random as we're basically going to a tiebreaker. Best of 13 situation for the semifinal show match.
And ladies, and oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Let's break this down. Let's break this down a little bit first. Danike, 98.89.
Mm-hmm.
With that ratio.
Yep.
Yeah. That is wild. Okay, so now we're here to hear and see the chart for Vacant Rhapsody. The tiebreaker, the third of the three Osu originals in this semifinals pool. Absolutely beautiful music, beautiful chart. And if you've seen the showcase video, like if you haven't seen the showcase video, I mean, you gotta see it. This is a beautiful project through and through.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of work has gone into this one original in particular, which is definitely saying quite a bit because we're not even into the first World Cup of the whole year, and we're already just almost halfway through with this iteration as well. We're only going to get even more insane originals after this as well. I mean, we literally had, you know, Witch's Slave come back for the quarterfinals as EX pick, for example, and now in this round, we just see a lot of artists like Arthurus and Penorari coming in. Like, bro, I
even Feria. Even Feria,
Yeah.
like the
Yeah,
artist
yeah.
pool of the originals this round is ridiculous.
Bro,
I think one of the most stacked original lineups.
Well, who knows? Maybe the next few rounds are probably gonna have something that's just as insane, perhaps. But we have to wait like just a bit for either of those to come out as well. So while we wait for everyone to ready up here, I guess it pretty much is safe to assume these are gonna be our team rosters for this one.
Yeah, I think we might actually be locking in with this actually. Also, I think if I'm not mistaken, AF is gonna be side reading this.
Oh.
If I did not, I hope I did not miss. If I read the chat correctly.
Bro, Syrees on this map must be really scary because the second half of this map just gets super difficult, especially the fact that this is 9 stars in a semifinals map pool. Like, bro, what?
Okay, so now we're well, serious mode now, I'd say. Everyone's gonna be playing with at least what we would expect everyone to play really normally. We see Ruka with the mirror on their own chart, which is a funny coincidence. This is a
Can
chart between Ruka and Kobe, so shout out to Kobe as well.
Yeah, shoutouts Kobe has been really carrying this World Cup in general, so pretty much needs a lot of your respect in general. As we go into the first few seconds of the map, and we already see quite a few misses coming out on the board from a variety of players. Terra, X-Deco, Lulu M, basically dropping quite a bunch. Yi and AF also find misses as well, as it does look like it's going to be a pretty tough map for Lucky Channel to contest on.
Yeah, this is gonna be a really, really hard start to pull off, really. And you gotta really see, we only have one full combo, and we're not even into like the second minute of this chart.
Yeah, we're more like into the first minute of the entire map, where we literally have some of these really big jacks, really fat cores, and shields being thrown out alongside these dumps in this more guitar-driven section. Pushing about 40,000 points so far, there's still misses coming out from everyone, whereas it's really just Deli K just trying to carry the rest of Solstan on their back, as it looks like.
A little bit of a calm section here with the shields, if I may add. Like, I feel like relative to like the action that we've seen throughout the entire thing, that is a relatively calm section for the most part, really. And now here comes like the super fast streams with some mini jacks interlaced inside. A lot of people really struggling maintaining their combo. AF, Delicate, and Ruka are the only ones who are with sizable combos. Ruka drops their sizable combo, so only AF and Delicate really, as Teams SOS Dan is pulling ahead. They're already at 69,000 points ahead.
Nice. Yeah, it does look like the scoreline has basically objectified in the favor of Solstan for the time being. Not looking to switch anytime soon, considering for the fact that Solstan is looking a lot more consistent than Lucky Channel is. Especially with Terra dropping down to that 92% accuracy mark. That's basically the lowest accuracy that we have in the entire lobby. The lowest hanging fruit out of the other 7 players that we got so far in this round alone. And the scoreline is always still increasing, going off the variety of misses that we see being thrown out by everyone. Even if you can't, Yukina, Meng, and Lulu M are choking quite a big portion as well going into this more Flam core jack heavy section. It's not going to be enough for the side of Lucky Channel to be able to at least take it back going into this back of the chart.
Oh my god, unfortunately Delicate has dropped their full combo. That was like around 7,000 notes, if I am not mistaken. That was That was ridiculous. Regardless, though, that's just a miss. Through like what? After like 7,000 notes.
That's how you know Deli K is an absolute monster when it comes to these maps. Just not even missing until the second half is actually crazy on a map like this. I mean, we've literally seen from Chiwi just like playing through this map for the replay in the showcase, and just the fact that they got such an insane score on this just says a lot about the playtesting team that we have on board for just this iteration in particular. Which is
okay, correction. It was like around 5,000-ish combo, though.
Oh,
yeah. Might have misread the numbers a little bit.
That happens. Don't worry.
Anyways, we're just waiting for everyone to load in. Okay. Oh no! Please don't.
Oh.
Please, I hope this is not what it is.
Oh, don't tell
Please,
me.
don't.
I swear, if that is actually the case, that's gonna be heartbreaking for the side of Solstan. It's not even budging either. The scoreline is just continuing to plummet while we just still have the absence of AF's current score.
Oh my gosh, that is an unfortunate disconnect right there. And man, okay, everyone's just trying to get through this section. Yi and Delicate with the sizable combos in that right section. They were the only players who did not really drop on that fast section. Yi now dropping in this Alliance. Delicate still with a sizable combo, really. And
Yeah.
we're about to enter the end of this section, and well, I feel like I've said this. I think Lucky Channel has just found their luck. They are gonna be winning this staff show match 7-6, unless AF actually isn't stuck and actually has a score.
I mean, if it does come down to needing a score, then perhaps we could get it in a bit, considering that, you can always just like showcase a screenshot of the score you got if you were still in the lobby the whole time going through this final quarter of the map. But I'm not sure how it works on a show match. Like, does it happen here or no?
This is actually the first time I've seen a show match with disconnect, truth be told. So I wouldn't know.
Hmm. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Well, that I feel is indeed the conclusion to the map pooling team semifinals show match, with Team Lucky Channel channeling their luck as they achieve victory in this esteemed showcase of immortals. Wait a minute, that sounded way more epic in my mind than I was saying it out loud.
I mean, now you literally got
Yeah.
it. Don't worry, don't worry. It sounds
Oh,
epic that way.
yeah, indeed.
Yo.
Well, in this showcase of immortals, we are gonna have more matches this weekend. And the next one is actually gonna be happening less than half an hour from now, if I am not mistaken, with a South American derby, Peru versus Venezuela in the losers bracket. That is indeed a matchup you don't want to miss at all. And I have to say, because we're gonna go back to the usual mood, I have to say, just as a reminder, the OC Media 7K World Cup 2026 team support banners are up on the OC store. If you want to support your favorite team, your country, or your favorite player's country, you can do so by buying a banner on the OC store. You can buy multiple banners, you can buy multiples of your country's banners, you can buy multiples of any country's banners, or you can just buy any banner that you want, or everyone's banner, it doesn't really matter. It is here to support the 7K World Cup. If you did manage to buy the winning team's banner, though, it will stay, as far as I know, until the next iteration of the 7K World Cup. So, what a match! What a show match! Unfortunately, it did not end with a complete roster, but it was still pretty fun. It was really fun to see these epic scores from everyone really in the map holding team.
Yeah, absolutely. Just the fact that we've gone all the way from the beginning when we were introducing the thingy like it was Top Gear or something, just to bring it back to something that was
It was bottom gear. It was bottom gear, mate.
Yeah, it was bottom gear. I know. I'm full aware of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that aside, we still
That
have
was
so many
funny.
matches awaiting for the Saturday blocker matches, which, besides from Peru and Venezuela, and we also have matches such as USA vs Hong Kong that's also going to be relatively soon as well. These are some insane matches that I don't think anyone would want to miss. So do keep on the watch for that. Buy your banners for any of these teams, and hopefully we'll catch you in about half an hour for Peru versus Venezuela in the losers bracket.
And again, in behalf of the Maple section team and the commentary team and everyone really on the OSMA 7K World Cup 2026, I hope you enjoyed that semifinals show match. I hope we'll be able to see more of those, especially featuring the eliminated players of the eliminated teams. That will be really cool on these harder pools. I hope we see that at some point. Well, anyways, this has been Search 85 and Epic Man 2 on the booth. Gonna see you guys next time.
Bye bye.